Hello Aquarius, we're going to do your reading, so welcome to the channel. This is for empaths, intuitives and sensitives, those that identify as being on an awakening journey. My name is Ali from Indigo Ascension. You can find out more about the work I do in the links below to my website and my Facebook page. I do weekly and monthly readings on the channel. Please know that all time is fluid, so wherever you find yourself on the timeline watching this, it is relevant for then. Also too, if this is your sun sign reading, it may also be relevant to go and check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign reading, if you are familiar with your natal chart, okay? So just because our sun sign, our core sign, represents who we are inside, it might not mean that we are looking for guidance on that level. We might be feeling really emotional, so it's better off watching your moon sign. We might be going through relationship stuff, so go and watch your Venus sign, for example, okay? In the link below, there's some online generators to be able to generate your free natal chart, so you can work that out. Your theme for the week, Aquarius, is community. You are connecting into your tribe, the people and souls who vibrate and feel like home. They are in resonance. You are, if you are not experiencing this, you are certainly wanting to. Okay? Maybe you found yourself in isolation and you're missing your crew, your people. Maybe in this time you've really made the most of connecting into online communities and finding people who truly resonate with your beliefs and your dreams and your way of living and life. The community card encourages us to, to see and know and feel that we truly are, it is one thing to stand on our own, but it is when we combine with others is that we are truly more powerful. A lot can be created, I feel like I'm talking to Aquariuses that are wanting more connection, wanting to feel resonance, okay? And we could have a great crew of friends that, there's a part of us that are seeking just a little bit something else too, a different kind of crew. We've developed new interests perhaps. Community is your theme this week, Aquarius. Are you active in the community? Are you an essential services worker? There's a lot we can take from that community card. Let's take a look and see what the tarot wants to tell us. But I feel very much like I'm speaking to a majority of Aquariuses that are wanting to call in their soul tribe, their people that feel like home. And you are probably already enjoying that with the friends and family you have. Maybe you're, like I said, busy working in essential services and you're missing your family and friend time because of the circumstances we all find ourselves in too. That one wants to come out. A lot of online communication. So what I was saying earlier, maybe you are messaging friends and family, wanting to reach out, wanting to communicate. Oops. Okay, underneath the deck we have the Nine of Swords. The themes this week are so apparent for so many of us. So many stars. You literally are the sixth or seventh zodiac, and it's probably the third or the fourth reading with very similar themes. And you know what, Aquarius, in the next 2 weeks, in the middle of April, we will start to we're already in retrograde season, but by the middle of May, we are going to have 4 planets in retrograde. And what that essentially does, especially Pluto, is we go to the depths. We go to bring into our awareness situations, intentions, experiences, lessons, wisdom, everything we've seen about and we've perhaps even repressed and hidden. Many of us in lockdown have been using this time in a very retrograde kind of way already. I feel personally from an astrology point of view that this lockdown has been of benefit in that regard, that it has been a prepping time, if you like, okay, to get us geared up. Because when we're busy doing that eat, sleep, repeat pattern, and then cosmic energy, it does, it really does. I will eat my right hand off if it doesn't affect anyone at all, because I know that it essentially does. But even for the people that might say, it doesn't affect me, I don't know what you're talking about, they are applying it to a personal experience because that same energy is permeating through their personal lives. And so suddenly Bob's done this, or Jane's done that, or that's happened at work, and this. So it's very Plutonian energy. It's very retrograde energy. It's a reflection of some form of cosmic influence. No different to, if it rains today, there's going to be water in my yard and it might start running down the street. And if I stand in my driveway and go, oh, look, there goes that leaf floating by again. Why is it doing that? Is it because I've just decided that that leaf is going? Is it because another leaf told it to do it? Or there are deeper and bigger influences at play that we might not even be aware of. Okay, I just wanted to point that out, Aquarius. And I feel this might be relevant. Maybe within your community, you are noticing how there's general themes popping up. Okay, maybe within your community, you can start to talk about these things. Maybe you're really drawn to bring your community together in united healing, understanding, awareness, collective education on any number of things. I just felt like I needed to tell you that. Underneath all this is the Nine of Swords, you know, and as an air sign, you are so good at the stuff that keeps you up. And it doesn't have to be late at night. It could be just up in your head, okay? The overthinking of a situation, the overthinking of something, and needing your friends. It's time to reach out, find your community, because I feel like if underneath all this, the energy that has been influencing you is one of essentially feeling alone within a particular experience, within a particular journey, within a particular circumstance. It is time to reach out to your community, Aquarius. Reach out to your community so that you do not feel alone. Because I do see what's crowning you is the Ten of Swords. You are ending a 10-year cycle chapter. You are ending a chapter of betrayal and feeling let down by life. You are not the only zodiac. There are a few that are going through this deep processing of the times that life felt like that. Because of that, you are closing a chapter, my dear friend, because what's happening next is the Six of Swords. You are moving into calmer waters. Life will start to transform and take on a shifting tone, you know. Your readings, I've only just started the channel, but your readings so far has very much been this. It's time to let the old world go, Aquarius. You are here to gather your tribe, gather us, and tell us all about this new age of Aquarius and what it really looks like from far, far high up there. You have appeared in your reading today. You are the star. Okay, so this is all relevant for you. The world has appeared in your reading today. You are closing a whole world and starting a whole new one. It is time to come together with the souls who resonate. And I feel like on very practical levels, I'm speaking to Aquariuses that might even not be feeling resonance with some friendships that they know are dying away, perhaps. Maybe there has specifically been betrayal within key connections or certain connections, which undoubtedly give us no option but to make, to feel like an ending is necessary, Aquarius. Maybe that's happened with an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. Maybe it's to do with friendships, actually, or family. I do see here, like I said, underneath all this, you are influenced by this energy of the Nine of Swords. But the Judgment card is calling directly behind it. It's the trumpet has sounded. Have you heard it? It's time to truly close a chapter. You are trying to resurrect the past in some way, an element of the past, a person from your past. And even if it is to truly transmute and go through this death experience, this ego death experience, or close a chapter that has to die, close a chapter of betrayal, it is coming up and getting your awareness for a reason, is what I do want to say. There is an opportunity here for you to be judged or to judge, quite practically speaking, but this is a resurrection of ghosts of the past. Old dreams, old goals, old connections. What did they teach me? Do I want to reignite them? I feel like I'm talking to an Aquarius that is probably even up at night, wondering how to either manifest something, a connection, an experience, an idea from the past, and they're up in their head about it too. Because you've got the Magician here, the Two of Pentacles. You're wanting to invest, spend money to make money. When the Two of Pentacles shows up, we're wanting something in exchange for something else. I'm willing to go and do this in order to get that, in relation to what I was just talking about earlier. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. This is a connection from the past, a vocation from the past, an experience from the past where you felt like you were in your element within that connection, within that period of your life. Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. This feels so much like the Leo reading too. Equally yoked is what I keep hearing. Maybe you have Leo in your chart. Maybe you are dealing with a Leo. Oh, Aquarius, you did show up and I did say maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Go and watch the Leo reading, please, because the similar sort of cards are here. Someone from your past, and if you don't have, you may have Leo in, like, if this is to do with a connection, you may have a Leo as a moon sign or as your Venus sign. A person you're inquiring about obviously might be a sun sign Leo or a moon sign Leo. Somebody from your past that you felt equally yoked to, that there was quite a lot of, you're wanting to replicate either or bring back a connection that was like this. That's the Ace of Wands in the middle, and that's the King and the Queen of Swords. Equal yoking. And these are two very intellectual individuals, yeah? They could run a business, run a house. They will not let anyone. Together, they're very strong. They won't let any boundaries get crossed. So that there's almost a guarantee that this would never happen to them as a unit. And if it did, so be it. See you later, people that aren't worthy of us. However, in between, there's quite a lot of divine spark and passion. This is to do with a specific connection from the past. Let me continue your reading. So many of the zodiacs are going through some deep transmutation and healing. Maybe since that ending, Aquarius, you have not yet found your tribe, that one person, that group of people that felt like home. Maybe the current friendship groups haven't been quite the same because one person is missing. Maybe that was the last time you felt seen, heard, understood, and you're wanting to replicate that in your community, that in the groups and people that are around you now. There's a lot of communications here with the King of Pentacles, and that's someone that's an earth sign, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But it's also a lot of communications about finances, financial availability, resources, your future. Things are happening quickly, or they've just quickly speeded up in relation to that, because that's in the past. Because you're putting something to an end here and moving into calmer waters. Now, you might be tweaking financial details on loans, separations, divorces. This feels like even securing new jobs or securing your future provisions in relation to the financial circumstances that we're all in, you know. So some businesses have had to close down but are able to make provisions. Whatever the case may be, working out what your entitlements are. Lots of communication, okay, lots of messages back and forth, and that could be emails. That could be text messages with an individual that is key, that's helping you navigate through your current circumstances. Because there is a strong possibility here that there is an Aquarius that was specifically betrayed or felt betrayed by a sudden ending, okay? And that could be a loss of a job, all right? Betrayed by life, not just the circumstances that they're in. But I do feel that you are now moving into calmer waters, okay? When the Six of Swords shows up, we are moving to something a lot more peaceful, a more peaceful experience, rather than feeling like everything's happening way too quick and I don't even know what to do. The Three of Cups is a celebration, so this at some point this week, in the week past and the week coming, you will be coming together with friends, family, loved ones. You will have this sense of an anticipation of celebration, okay? You will feel like you are yourself again, okay, after a period of time, probably 8 weeks, okay? And I feel like I do want to say the last 10 years have been significant, Aquarius, but the last 8 weeks in particular is something where you can now step into yourself once more, okay, and feel like you are coming together and celebrating with community and feeling like you've got something to celebrate because it's good news, however little, however big. I do want to say in many ways, on deeper subconscious levels, you are closing a chapter big time, but you are subsequently also opening one. Might be in relation to something overseas, it might be in relation to an individual overseas, from overseas. It might be how you view the world, you know. I feel like there's a lot of online communication with people from across the globe too, is what I want to say. I do want to say, do not be defensive, don't hold yourself back, because this transition period, when we're closing one chapter and heading into a new, we don't know what the new world's going to be like. We don't know. We're so used to the old world, the old way of being, yeah? And in many ways, there's an element you want to replicate and resurrect from the past. I feel like it's in relation to connection. However, not everything is always going to be exactly the same, yeah, Aqua? There's always going to be bits, and so don't get defensive the minute something isn't exactly. And I think you'll know what I'm talking about. So don't hold back and miss an opportunity, because there's a whole new world trying to open up for you. You're manifesting something here, and maybe that process has already begun, okay? Yeah, definitely a relationship. The Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups. Did I say the Cups already? The Ace of Pentacles. The Strength card, the High Priestess. Yeah, I could keep going with this story. I feel you are either trying to reconnect with someone from the past, you're trying to recreate and resurrect an energy sense of how you felt from the past. Because there's a deeper need here this week to connect with what and who feels like community, soul tribe, resonance. You are seeking resonance. You had to go through a period of deep healing and self-awareness and transmutation, this phoenix rising process. You're now moving in, and maybe finances were a big influence for you and really took your focus, Aquarius, too. You are now life, and you are moving into more calmer waters, more settled waters, perhaps. And you're wanting to come together again. You're wanting to, you know, to celebrate, to come together. You're wanting to celebrate yourself and how far you have come, yes. But I feel in many ways you are ready. You inherently feel this underneath, and that's what your readings have been representing over the last few weeks. So the only thing that's going to ultimately hold you back is this energy of the Nine of Wands, where we're a little bit defensive, a little bit slow to react or act, hold ourselves back from opportunity is the only hesitancy or heed I'd like to give you. Is don't hold back so much so that you miss an opportunity, because I do see there's something deeper and more important to you that you're actually wanting to unearth here and begin. There's a strong connection here. A very, very strong connection that it either replicates the past or it is someone from the past. I don't feel like it is representation of this energy here. Okay. You're connecting. You're wanting to go out and connect to your soul tribe and find souls that resonate with you, that want exactly the same thing you do, that see the world in the same way you do, because not everyone does, yeah? You're wanting resonance. You are the wounded healer, okay? The Nine of Wands is not just a holding back card, it also offers us a gift. It is the card of Chiron, the asteroid Chiron, Chiron, whatever you want to call it. I call it Chiron. Chiron. The wounded healer is defensive for a reason. He or she has every right to hold fast to their heart because they know exactly how they love. They know how deep that goes, how much that encompasses, and how wide that net can be thrown through forgiveness and circumstances that are perhaps unforgivable. So I do want to say, you have every right to protect your heart, and those that are embodying this energy of the wounded healer are the individuals that have been through quite a lot. So they know how the world works. They know how things work. They get that not everyone can be as open and transparent and as forgiving, and so they may smile and nod and look like they're naive, but they're not. Yeah, they're just accepting. They've been through it too. They understand what resonates and what does not. And that's where you're at, Aquarius. You are just looking for resonance, a soul, a community, a tribe, a person that just resonates. And it's you are well within your right to protect your heart because you know how it beats and how it works and how it loves. But don't hold back to the point that you miss out on an opportunity, is what I do want to say. Okay? That's perhaps the only immersion of lessons in this journey, this Scorpio journey. The transmutation phase. Time to connect with your soul tribe. I do feel like you are going to be connecting with if you haven't already, with a very special individual that resonates with your heart. How romantic. Okay, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week, Aquarius. Take care.